All right, this is a lesson on Santa Claus is coming to town. More Christmas songs coming at you. All right. So we're going to start out with the little string. Definitely get your tab out on this one. Try to print this tab out and look at it because it's going to make things a whole lot easier. But I'm going to explain all the notes anyway, even if you don't want to mess with the tab. So we're going to start out with the little E string, little string open. That's our first little things. We got little open, and then we got the 2 and the 2 on the second string and the third string, making a little chord there, part of an A chord. So we got, now we hit that 3 on the second string after those 2s. So that's like 1 and 2, 3, 4, and. So this little open at the end is going to be the and of the 4. So it's like 1 and 2, 3. This is going to be open, 2, open on that chord, part of an A7. So we're going to hit the 2s, then the 3, then the little open. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and. So the whole thing there is. Okay, and then we're going to move into this chord, this D chord. We have the 3 and a 2 on the bottom 2 strings. We're going to use the D bass with it. So we're going to hit the bass once, but then we're going to take the chord up with the 5-4 to the 7-5. So we got 3 things there. And those are 1 and 2. Then we switch to the 6 and 5 and we hit that bass again. And we're going to end that with a 7 on the G string. See how that works? So the whole thing. Then we're back to the 2s. And this time those are straight, like 3 and 4. You don't have to wait for the 4 and. So 1 and 2, 3. Now D. So that's going to be a whole D chord, all the strings, little string open to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then the 3 biggest strings of that. So it's a D chord, and then 3 and 1, part of a D minor chord. So we start with the D minor, then we're going to the 2s again. You could use them this way. This way they can stand up tall and you can get that open underneath it because we need that. Now if you can do it this way, that can be helpful too, where you get that real bend going on there. You get bended out of the way so much that you can still hit the open. But that's kind of a tough one. It takes a long time to get that one. Plus, even when you do that one, I found that sometimes it'll just touch that string and mute it. You don't want that. So the trick here though is sometimes you won't get both of these notes to come out good unless you get them really both right in the fret. So make sure you give them both their own little space. So we're going to have the 2s to that open on the bottom. Then we're going to have 4 and 2 to 2 on the 2nd string. Now if that is too difficult, if you can't really do like an F sharp minor that great, you could just go 2s to the open and then 2 to 2. 2 on the 3rd string, 2 on the 2nd string. And not worry about the chord thing there. So now here in this next one, we're going to do a B minor type shape. So you want to get these 2 fingers up here on these 4s. So you got this 1 on the 3 here. So that's part of a B minor. We got the 4s on the big strings to the 3 on the 2nd string. Then we're going to an E chord, 2, 1, open. We're going to go 2 on the big one, and then the 1 and open on those middle strings. So our whole thing so far. And then we're to the first ending. 2s to the open again, this again. Like I said, just 2 to 2 if you don't want to do the 4. Now we got a little different thing we can do here. 4 on the G string to the 3 and 5 on the bottom 2. Back to like an E chord, 2 to 1 and open. So that first ending. And then we're back to the beginning. So I'm going to go through this a little faster this time. Now our second ending is go these 2s, little open, back to the 2 on the 3rd string, And then our last thing there is going to be 6 and 5. 6 on the G string, 3rd string, and 5 on the small string. So we got 2, 6, 5. Then we're going to have, so we have the 7s here. Same strings, 3rd and 1st, all the way through this. 7s, 6 and 5, 4s, back to 6 and 5. Okay, so it starts with this and goes up and down and back up. And then we're going to go down to this open 2 and 2. So we have the 2 on the G string and 2 on the 1st string, just like these others were. This kind of a setup. We're going to hit that D bass with those 2. And then 2 more bass notes, so it's. And then we're back for a second time. Now this time we're going to go 7s, and then we're going to go 909. The open is in between those ones, so not the big string, the other 3. 909 to 807 to 606. To 807 again, to the 4s, 2, 2. So let's look at all that we got. And then 7s, 4s, 2, 2. So once we've hit the 4s, 2, 2, we're going 6, 5 again, but we're going 8, 7. And we kind of hold that 8, 7. Back to the 4s and 2s after this 6, 5. And then we're to an E chord. So it's like the bottom 3, 1 open, open, to the 2, to the same chord again, and then 1 more open, which takes us back to the beginning. So let's look at this part 2 ending again. And then we're back to the top. And then we start turning this thing around. Same thing a few times. Now this time we're gonna hit these 7s and then 6 5s. 4s, 2s, 0, 2, 4, 5 on the bottom string. We're going to end with this A major 7 chord, 7 and 9s. So that end part was. Okay, so let's go through that last kind of verse thing that went through there after the E chord. I can do that 1 finger sometimes. And then 7s. Dum, 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 da, 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 dum. Last chord. Okay, so let's slow down some of that stuff again. So let's look at the beginning we got. So let's try that. So we come in on the 4th beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the one we wait till the end there, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then D. D minor, that little last one. A little kind of a turnaround thing happening. Turn it around again. And then we got this one little new thing. Back to the top. now let's do the second ending. Sevens. E chord. Back to the top. Keep doing the turnaround. And again. Now this one, sevens and then 6/5 twice, fours and twos, little 4-note thing, 0, 2, 4, 5, and then we got this chord 7 with 9s. All right, Santa Claus is coming to town, y'all. Please like and subscribe for more lessons, and welcome to Damon's Baritone Uke Joint. If you haven't been here before, we shall see you soon. Thanks a lot. Check out the tab. Make sure to download the tab. It can be a whole lot of help. Thanks.